Ain't gonna lie to you. This show is actually okay. I can't complain like the rest of these idiots. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep it a buck. This show is okay, right? Well, here's my problem with you, WWE. Stop spoiling the results. Stop spoiling us what's going on before the show. Yeah, Sami Zayn won the U.S. title, but I understand Smackdown happens like 5 or 4 o'clock in Paris. But for people in the United States, can you at least save the results till like 8 o'clock or when the result actually happens on TV? You know what I'm saying? That's what I hate about the internet and about the company. They just spoil shit. They can't at least have somebody like there's people that get off from work at 7, 8 o'clock. You know that WWE? You know what I'm saying? There's people that actually want to watch the show and want to catch on the results. Nobody wants to tell them shit. Now when they watch the show, they can't watch it because everybody's got to spoil shit. It's unpredictable anymore. Nowadays, everybody's got to spoil shit because it's so cool and they just want a piece of content, right? So anyways, let's get into the show. We start off with the United States Championship match with Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa. This is actually a good match. You know what I'm saying? This is actually good. I can't complain. You feel me? So Sami Zayn starts hitting Solo with a suicide dive, and Tonga and Loa and whatchamacallit, the other JC Mateo start attacking Sami Zayn. And Solo hits the spinning Solo move, right? And Sami Zayn starts kicking out. Jimmy Uso comes out and attacks the bloodline. Eventually to where Tonga, the big guy, kicks Jimmy in his face. Jacob Fatu comes out and attacks the bloodline. And Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa start brawling, right? I don't know what's going on with these two. We could easily have fucking a 6-man tag team match. Sami Zayn, Jacob, and Jimmy versus the bloodline. The United States title on the line. You feel what I'm saying? And if Jacob Fatu wants to attack Sami Zayn, that's on them. But we could easily have that for the pay-per-view. I don't think I ever see a 6-man tag team match where the United States or the Intercontinental Championship or the tag team titles will all be on the line. That'd be some cool shit. You know what I'm saying? But instead, we got to deal with 5 pay-per-view matches, right? Sami Zayn then hits the fucking kick finisher after Solo Sikoa hits the Samoan drop and frog splash, and he kicks out. Sami Zayn wins the U.S. title. So again, Sami Zayn is a mid-carder. I don't know why they're forcing him to be in the main event. You know what I'm saying? I can't complain for him winning the U.S. title. They got to switch it up. So Sami Zayn deserved it, in my opinion, somehow. He really did deserve it. You know what I'm saying? At least he's going out there and putting in work and showing up every week to work. So why not reward him? In my opinion, you should reward The Miz. Or The Miz or Melo after they turn on each other. So Solo Sikoa could at least have a long title reign, but who really gives a fuck? Because Solo Sikoa is actually entertaining me on the fucking TV at times. So, Solo had it was an okay run. You know what I'm saying? He was only feuding with Jacob Fatu with Sami Zayn. So really, this title match didn't mean anything. But you had to switch it up. You feel me? Up next, we have a Jay Cargill and Tiffany Stratton promo backstage. Jay Cargill tells Tiffany that Nick Aldis, I had a talk with him. He says that I am #1 contender for that title and I will be coming after you. Tiffany Stratton says, without me, you wouldn't be #1 contender for me interfering to your match last week or this and that. You know what I'm saying? So Jay Cargill says, you think you're big shit around here. And I totally fucking agree. Like, Tiffany comes out here, people are saying she's acting like she's black, but in my opinion, she's just not cool. She thinks she's cool. She thinks she can say whatever she wants. Like, for her calling that content creator, the African-American kid, the grown man, a boy, that didn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of agree with Jay on this fucking promo right here, because you're lucky Jay Cargill didn't just rock her in the mouth. So Tiffany Stratton just starts bitching and saying, I beat you at SummerSlam, and talking about I'm on top in 2025. We get it. We fucking get it. We are on top. You beat it, Jay Cargill at SummerSlam. How many times you got to keep repeating us this shit? This is the shit I'm saying. Triple H has nothing for these people, for these wrestlers to say. And Jay Cargill says, if I win that title, this is all over. The feud's over. And all that shit you talking about means nothing no more. Like, really, I totally agree. Because why isn't Jay Cargill champion? Why isn't Jay Cargill world champion? And now again, Jay Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton in Paris. We could easily have that match. But instead, we got to deal with 5 matches. And this don't make any sense. Up next, we have a tag team match. The Street Profits versus Melo Miz. Montez starts beating up The Miz. And The Miz starts kicking Angelo after getting tagged or whatever the fuck. And he hits the fire-ass DDT to Montez for it. I like the DDT. It's really dope as hell. I wish this was his new finisher or something. He could switch it up, you know what I mean? And then Montez Ford hits the frog splash on The Miz. And then Melo comes up out of nowhere, hits the frog splash on Montez Ford, and he kicks out. this is actually cool, right? I was thinking about this, right? What if the Miz and Melo, they do frog splashes like separate, right? So the Miz hits the frog splash and then Melo hits the frog splash on one nigga or the other one. Nah, bet that would be some dope ass shit, right? And then the Miz hits the DDT to end the match or some shit. That'd be cool as hell. So the Y6 comes out and the Miz looks back with Michael Cole scared. You know what I'm saying? So he gets distracted and Angel hits him out of nowhere from behind. And Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins hits a revelation on Melo with the pin 1, 2, 3. Gets the win. Like I said, we could easily have this match in Paris too. Like, easily, like I said, all the matches I announced, we could have had an 8 pay-per-view match. Nobody's getting their time on pay-per-views no more, except for SummerSlam and stuff. And B-Fab should be wrestling. Why is she out there? She should at least wrestle Nikki Cross tonight on Smackdown. You know what I'm saying? Easily, like we could have like fucking Street Profits and B-Fab versus whatchamacallit, Dexter Loomis, the other guy, and Nikki Cross. So what the hell? You know? Drew McIntyre has a problem with Randy Orton. Drew McIntyre says, you're stupid if you think Cody Rhodes is your friend. And I totally agree. Because Cody Rhodes just uses people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why Cody Rhodes didn't help him, you know what I'm saying, against Drew and Logan at SummerSlam. You know what I mean? Instead, in my personal opinion, I wouldn't even mind at this point if Goldberg would have challenged Cena and Cena retired to Goldberg. I really don't care. Like, easily, Cody Rhodes was a better option for Randy's tag team partner if that was really your friend. So he's kind of got a good point here. But instead, we got to do a fucking Jelly Roll. Nobody wants to see Jelly Roll. You know what I'm saying? Randy Orton tells Drew, I didn't beat you up for Cody Rhodes. I did it because you're a little bitch. And this is funny as hell. You know what I'm saying? Because Drew McIntyre do be bitching at times. So Drew McIntyre do be acting like a little bitch. You know what I'm saying? So Drew McIntyre punches Randy Orton in his head. And Randy Orton gets up and counters the fucking Claymore kick where he's going to get kicked. And he hits him with the finished order DDT on Drew. He RKO's the guards when they come in. Same old Randy Orton shit. He's going for the punt kick on Drew. And guess what happens? He misses the punt kick. He misses the punt kick for rid of the 1,000th time. I want to see a punt kick, bro. You feel me? But it is what it is. WWE doesn't want that move around. And I don't know why they're booking it. Randy Orton to get teased. We're teasing us. Act like he's going to hit the person, but they're getting out the way. He never kicked Kevin Owens. He never kicked John Cena. And he never kicked Logan or Drew at SummerSlam. So at the end of the day, Randy Orton's never going to do a punt kick. But with long-term booking, obviously, Randy Orton's going to do it next year, probably at Royal Rumble or SummerSlam. So that's what's going to happen because it's all long-term booking, long-term storytelling. Up next, we have a problem with Aleister Black and Damian Priest. Like, in my personal opinion, I'm going to break down this feud with you guys. So basically, Damian Priest backed off Aleister Black from attacking R-Truth for some shit, a fucking retard. You know what I'm saying? And Aleister Black just takes his anger on Damian Priest. Aleister Black is like, I warned you, or this. I don't know. I don't know why he's mad at Damian Priest. I just think he's overreacting, and they're forcing us to believe that Aleister Black is a fucking threat. And they're booking Aleister Black to be a threat, which doesn't really make sense to me, because Aleister Black sucks. He is just like Karrion Kross, Sami Zayn, and Cody Rhodes, forced to be these fucking stars that people act like they're so special and they're not. You know what I'm saying? So in my opinion, Aleister Black is beating up Damian Priest all because he backed him out or he pushed him out the way or whatever the fuck. He calmed him down. They told him not to beat up a retard named R-Truth, right? That's basically why he's super mad. And Damian Priest is like, yo, you're not going to take your shit on me and go because of a retard, bro. What the fuck? And Damian Priest not in the wrong with this shit, right? So he cuts a promo backstage. He says, I'm going to teach you where I'm from. You know, where he's from, the streets or whatever the fuck, from New York, Bronx or whatever the fuck. He was homeless or whatever. So yeah, he says, you want to be like me. So I'm going to enjoy violence when I see you. And I'm going to smile as the way I'm smiling right now, right? He tells Michael Cole and Wade Barrett to get back to the show or whatever the fuck, right? So anyways, this feud makes no sense. I would leave this match out, Paris. This is just a SmackDown match. So I'm glad this match is not happening and this Sunday because it makes no fucking sense. Really. Up next, we were supposed to have a women's tag team match with Alpha Frey, Chelsea Green, and Charlotte and Alexa, right? So Alpha Frey comes from behind and starts attacking Charlotte, leading this to Alexa Bliss versus Chelsea because Charlotte's injured right now and I don't know, she should be all right. In my opinion, just get up. Get your ass up. Get the match going. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, Alexa Bliss hits a roll up in 1 fucking minute after these two just start brawling, and this is just a nonsense match. So Alexa Bliss gets the win. Chelsea Green and Nelpa Frey gets in there and starts attacking Alexa Bliss. Probably leading to a tag team match in Paris. They're probably going to make the match happen today. I don't know. I would just make this tag team match happen. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, the matches I would make is whatchamacallit, Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. Solo Sikoa versus Sami Zayn. And whatchamacallit, the fucking, yeah, and the women's tag team match. That's what I would do. But we got all these titles and nobody's getting to put it on the card. You know why they're not being put on the card? Because these titles mean nothing. The women's US title means nothing. That should be gone. The women's tag team titles, that should mean nothing. That should be gone. You feel me? And the other tag team titles, what is it? The Smackdown tag team titles, they should be gone. The WWE Raw tag team titles, they are the original tag team titles from 2002. So they should be here. You know what I'm saying? The World Heavyweight title, keep that here. But if you're going to keep the world title, put it on superstars and main eventers like AJ Styles, The Miz. Put it on Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. Currently, you have Seth Rollins. I know he's been a mid-carder, but still, he's bringing the title to the main event at least. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know who else is really a Legion main eventer currently today. I can only think of Logan Paul and Dominic Mysterio if they were pushed into that fucking level. You feel me? Up next, we get the main event. Logan Paul and John Cena, right? Logan Paul comes out and he cuts a lame-ass promo, right? So he says, you people are afraid of change. He says, I put WWE on the map, and I put Prime on the map, and brought it here to WWE. I am a disruptor, and this and that, right? WWE is coming, WWE, or WW me. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, that's so lame. You know what I'm saying? So Logan Paul just basically cut a lame-ass promo today. And I don't respect him for what he said. You know what I'm saying? Because all he does is disrespect the fucking universe, right? And half of the fans are stupid anyways. I don't care about some people, but anyways, you should have come out and disrespect people all because you feel like you got everything and this and that. No, you got to have some respect. You know what I'm saying? He says, so basically, he says, I'm the future of WWE. And he starts speaking to the French crowd, right? And I agree with what he said. Like, WW me is becoming WW me, right? Because he's selling all this fucking Prime and stuff, right? And WWE is becoming a financial product selling company, right? So basically, they're going to sell things to you. They're going to sell food to you. They're going to sell magazine cards to you. They're going to sell Snickers and Skittles and energy juice to you. They're going to tell you to go to TurboTax and shit. So that's what WWE is becoming into. Because somebody like Logan Paul selling his merchandise off the streets. So this is like me having a company and you want to bring your stupid ass CDs and music tapes into my company. You want to sell that shit to make money because you're not getting paid a lot. No, nigga. I don't want your shitty ass music. Get it out of here. You know what I'm saying? If I was a company, all this shit wouldn't be happening. You know what I'm saying? Because I got my own shit I can sell. I can sell the wrestlers' logos or their catchphrases off of fucking hats, shirts, cups, TVs. They got birthday napkins and tablecloths and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They got book bags and you know what I'm saying? All kind of shit. They even got magazine posters. They got posters for your cars. Everything WWE I have would be all on that shit. It wouldn't be Snickers or go to Wingstop or go to fucking Fireball Cracker. Go suck some balls or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Go pop a firecracker up your ass. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, WWE is becoming a financial company. So Logan Paul cut a good fact here today. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? So he just starts talking shit about John Cena. And then John Cena comes out and tells Logan Paul, damn, you are very stupid. You can't do anything without the fans. You can't have all the success and can't have all the support and all that without the fans. You want to be making the checks here and you want to sure as hell put it on the show without the fans. And and I agree with that, right? I totally agree with that. You really can't continue the show without people there. You know what I'm saying? Without the fans there. So he's got a good point with that. He says, you don't put an effort to understand why we respect the fans. He just doesn't give a fuck. And he tells him, everything you did, I did 20 years ago. Doing the word life, winning my first title, hitting niggas with the brace knuckles. Boy, I did all that before you did. And you were making fines at 5 years old, 6 years old, right? He just calls Logan Paul a dollar store John Cena. He tells him, you bought ESPN and Netflix and claimed you influenced us Well, you basically didn't. He didn't influence nobody. He didn't put nothing on the map. Triple H brought it here because they got rid of, because they fucking, Fox and USA kicked them out. They kicked them off the show because they can't bring in any numbers. Now they got to go to Netflix at ESPN. Like, how many more companies and programs is WWE going to continue going to? You feel me? So, no, Logan Paul didn't do shit here, right? He says you were nowhere as hot as Drewski and Speed and Kai Cenat. You're homies, you know what I'm saying? And Logan Paul just gets mad, right? Because it's a fact, right? And Logan Paul's nowhere on the top 25 influencers. So he's nowhere to be an influencer to nobody now. So I totally agree with what he's saying here. And he just basically just goes in on Logan Paul, right? And Logan Paul gets mad. And basically, we're going to wait till this match happens this Sunday, right? And this is, like I said, Cena cut a good-ass promo tonight. And he apologized to the fan that he was going off on in March. You know, the red shirt guy. So, yeah, he went off he apologized to him. So, yeah, this is a good promo. And I can't complain. This is okay Smackdown. We had some horrible shit. I at least wanted to see John Cena and Randy Orton versus Logan Paul and Drew, but what could we do about it? You know what I'm saying? But this was an okay show. And like I said, we have to deal with a shitty-ass Paris pay-per-view with 5 matches. So, yeah, SmackDown, like I said, was a good 5 out of 10.